My girlfriend scoffed, "You are perfect for my sister. She dates trash like you." I said, "Maybe you are right," and sent the screenshot to her parents. At family dinner, her mom sat me beside her sister and said, "At least one of my daughters has taste." My girlfriend's smile vanished. I am 28, male. I had been with Megan for 2 years when she sent me a text I will never forget. We met at a mutual friend's birthday party. She worked in marketing. I worked in logistics. Nothing fancy but honest work. She seemed warm, funny, grounded. For 2 years I thought we were building something real. Then one Thursday night my phone buzzed. "Megan, you know what? You are perfect for my sister. She dates trash like you. Maybe I should set you two up." I stared at the screen. The words did not move. They sat there sharp and deliberate, glowing in the dark of my living room. I read them again, then a third time. There was no argument before this. No fight. No context. Just cruelty, typed out and sent. I took a screenshot. Then I opened a new message, attached the image, and sent it to her parents with one line. "Thought you should see this." I did not add commentary. I did not explain. The text spoke for itself. Her mother called me 53 minutes later. 3 days after that I sat at her family's dinner table. Megan smiled when I walked in, confident and unbothered. She thought I had come to apologize, to smooth things over, to play nice. But her mother had other plans. Megan and I started dating in the spring of 2022. The first year felt easy, but over time I noticed small things. Megan would joke about me upgrading my wardrobe. She would suggest restaurants I could not always afford and roll her eyes when I proposed cheaper options. Once she said, "You are lucky I am not materialistic or this would never work." I laughed it off. I thought she was teasing. Looking back, the signs were there. She compared me to her friends' boyfriends often. Lawyers, consultants, tech guys. I made $62,000 a year. Decent money but nothing flashy. I felt it in the way she looked at me sometimes. Like I was fine for now but not forever. Then came the text. It arrived at 8:32 p.m. on a Thursday. I was on the couch watching a basketball game. "You know what? You are perfect for my sister. She dates trash like you. Maybe I should set you two up." I froze. The insult was not just aimed at me. It was aimed at Kate too, her younger sister. Megan mocked both of us in one sentence. She called me trash. She called her sister's taste in men trash. She reduced us both to something disposable. This is called the mask slip. When a partner momentarily drops their facade and reveals their true feelings, usually thinking there will be no consequences. I screenshotted it, sent it to Bill and Carol, "Thought you should see this." I did not know what would happen next. I did not care. The text was out there now. The truth was visible. Whatever happened after this, I would not be the one who hid it. Her mother called me at 9:25 p.m. Carol's voice was tight when she answered. Not angry, hurt. "Did she really send this to you?" "Yes," I said. "Tonight, about an hour ago." Silence. Then, "I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Bill and I need to talk to her," Carol continued. "But I want you to know this is not okay. This is not how we raised her. And Kate, Kate doesn't even know yet, does she?" "I do not think so." "Come to dinner Saturday," Carol said. "Please, I mean it. 6 p.m. We need to address this as a family. You deserve that." I agreed. 10 minutes later, a text from Bill. Saw the screenshot. "Unacceptable. See you Saturday." An hour later, a text from Kate. "Thank you for showing them. She has been like this for years. They just didn't see it." I did. I stared at that message for a long time. Kate knew. Saturday arrived. I pulled into their driveway at 5:58 p.m. Carol opened the door. "Come in." I stepped inside. Megan was in the living room scrolling on her phone. She looked up when she saw me. Her expression shifted, surprise, then something else. Smugness. She thought I was here to apologize. She thought I would fold. She was wrong. "Dinner is almost ready," Carol said. "Everyone let us sit." We moved to the dining room. The table was set for 5. Bill sat at the head. Carol sat at the other end, and then I saw it. Carol pointed to the seat next to Kate. "Sit here," she said to me. Megan's smile flickered. I sat down next to Kate. She gave me a small nod. Solidarity. Megan sat across from us next to her father. She was trying to read the room. "This is cozy," Megan said, forcing a laugh. "Feels like old times." No one else laughed. Carol brought out the food: roast chicken, mashed potatoes, normal family dinner. Except the energy at the table was anything but normal. Megan tried to steer the conversation. "So how has work been?" she asked me. "Good," I said. "Just good." "Yeah." She looked annoyed. "Mom, you didn't tell me we were having a dinner party." Carol did not look up from her plate. "It is not a party, it is a conversation." Megan's smile tightened. "About what?" Carol set her fork down. She looked directly at Megan. "About respect." The room went still. "Respect," Megan repeated. "Yes, respect for people, for family, for the people you claim to love." Megan's face flushed. "What are you talking about?" Carol pulled out her phone. She opened a message. She slid the phone across the table toward Megan. It was the screenshot. Megan's eyes widened. She looked at the screen, then at me, then back at her mother. "That is private." "It is cruel," Carol said. "And it is not just about him. You insulted your sister too. You called her taste in men trash. Do you understand that?" Megan looked at Kate. Kate stared back stone-faced. "It was a joke," Megan said. "Obviously. We joke like that all the time." "No, we do not," Kate said, her voice quiet but firm. "It wasn't funny," Bill said, his voice cold, flat. "It was mean, and it was beneath you." Megan's hands gripped the edge of the table. "You are all taking this way too seriously." "Are we?" Carol asked. "Because from where I am sitting you sent a text message calling someone you claim to love trash." "You sent this to them," Megan said, looking at me. "I did. You violated my privacy." "You violated basic decency," Carol said. Megan stood up. Her chair scraped against the floor. "I cannot believe this. You are all ganging up on me over a stupid text." "Sit down," Bill said. She grabbed her purse. "I am leaving." "If you leave, do not come back tonight," Carol said. Megan froze. "I am serious. Sit down, apologize, or leave and think about what you have become." Megan looked at me, then at Kate. Slowly she walked back to the table. She sat down, but she did not apologize. The silence stretched. Carol leaned back in her chair. She looked at me, then at Kate. "At least one of my daughters has taste." Kate smiled, small but real. Megan's face went pale. Her smile vanished completely. Her jaw tightened. Her eyes filled with panic, shame, rage. She did not say another word for the rest of dinner. We ate in silence. When dinner ended, Kate hugged me on my way out. "Thank you," she whispered, "for not letting her get away with it." I nodded and walked toward my car. Megan followed me. "Wait," she said. I did not stop. "Wait," I turned. She stood 10 feet away, arms crossed, face tight with anger. "You had no right to do that. It was a private conversation. You are making this a bigger deal than it is. You are embarrassing me in front of my family." "Your parents do not think so." Her jaw clenched. "They are overreacting. You know how they are." "Do they?" She did not answer. "I am done, Megan." "Done? Yeah, done. Over one text. Over 2 years of feeling like I am not good enough. Over every comment about my job, my clothes, my income. Over being introduced to your friends like I am some project you are still working on." She blinked. "That is not fair." "It is true. I never said you weren't good enough. You didn't have to." Kate appeared in the doorway behind Megan. She did not say anything. She just stood there watching. Megan turned back to me. "Fine, leave, see if I care." "I will," I said. "You are going to regret this." "No," I said. "I am not." If you think I was right to walk away, hit the subscribe button. We talk about self-respect and boundaries here on Story Sparks. That night my phone buzzed. It was a group chat, family and close friends. Someone had added me. The messages rolled in fast. "Kate, proud of you for standing up for yourself." "Carol, you deserved better than how she treated you tonight and always." A cousin I barely knew named Tyler. "Dude, she said the same thing about her last boyfriend, called him a loser behind his back. I heard her at Thanksgiving 2 years ago." The thread went on. 15 messages, 30. Not one person defended her. This was not the first time. This was a pattern. I set my phone down. I felt something shift inside me, not anger, just clarity. I had made the right call. Update 3. The fallout. Over the next week, the fallout spread beyond the family. Megan posted on Instagram a vague story. Sometimes the people you trust most betray you. Lesson learned. Mutual friends reached out to me. I just showed them the screenshot. Every single person sided with me. One friend, Jordan, called me. Bro, she has been telling people you are controlling, that you manipulated her family, that you twisted her words. Did you show her the screenshot? I asked. Yeah, she said it was taken out of context, that you edited it or something. Did you believe her? No, it is pretty clear. There is no context that makes that okay. Jordan stopped talking to her after that. So did 3 other mutual friends. Megan's social circle shrank fast. This is called social accountability. When a toxic person loses control of the narrative because the evidence is undeniable. She tried to control the narrative. She posted again. When you show someone as private messages without permission, that says more about you than them. But it was too late. Kate sent me an update 2 weeks later. She is barely speaking to anyone. Mom and Dad are keeping their distance. She asked them for money to help with rent. They said no. A month later, Kate and I met for coffee. Not a date, just 2 people who survived the same storm. She is in another city now, Kate said. Portland, I think. Good for her. You doing okay? Yeah, I am, Kate nodded. She called me last week, wanted to explain. I didn't pick up. You do not owe her anything. I know, but she is still my sister. That doesn't mean you have to forgive her. Kate looked at me. Did you? No, she smiled. Good. When we left, Kate hugged me. Thank you, she said, for showing me it is okay to walk away from people who hurt you, even family. 3 months later, I moved into a new apartment. Bigger, better neighborhood, hardwood floors, a balcony that overlooked a park. I got a promotion at work, $78,000 a year, not life-changing money, but enough. I started seeing someone new. Her name is Lauren. She works in education, teaches 5th grade. She is kind, patient. She asked me about my day and actually listened. One night over dinner, she asked about my last relationship. It ended badly, I said. How badly? She sent me a text calling me trash. I showed it to her parents. They sided with me. Lauren set her fork down. She called you trash and her parents took your side. They did, she nodded slowly. Good, you deserve better than that. I smiled. I know. Kate and I still text occasionally. She sends me funny memes. I send her articles about design trends. It is easy, uncomplicated. Megan reached out once more through Kate. She wants to apologize, Kate said. She asked me to ask you if you would talk to her. Tell her I am good. You sure? Yeah, I do not need an apology. I do not need closure. I am already past it. Kate did not push. Okay, I will tell her. I hung up. I did not feel guilty. I felt nothing. I do not think about Megan much anymore. When I do, I think about the text, about the dinner, about her mother is words. At least one of my daughters has taste. That sentence lives in my head. Not because it was cruel, because it was true. Megan thought I was beneath her. She thought I was trash. She thought I would accept her insults, her condescension, her cruelty. She thought I would stay quiet. But trash does not send screenshots to parents. Trash does not sit calmly at a dinner table while someone implodes. Trash does not walk away with dignity. I did. Some people think love is enough. It is not. Respect is. Kindness is. Decency is. Megan had none of those. Her parents saw it. Her sister saw it. Eventually everyone saw it. I am not angry anymore. I am not bitter. I am just free. And that feels better than any apology ever could. Some people ask me if I regret sending that screenshot. I do not. Some asked if I feel bad about how things turned out for Megan. I do not. She made a choice. She chose cruelty. She chose to insult me and her sister in one message. She chose to think she could get away with it. I simply chose not to let her. Carol and Bill still invite me to family events sometimes. I went to their house for a barbecue last month. Megan was not there. Kate was, so was Lauren. We ate burgers, played cornhole in the backyard, and laughed about nothing important. It felt normal, easy, right. That is what life is supposed to feel like. not walking on eggshells, not wondering if you are good enough, not apologizing for existing, just living, just being. Megan taught me something valuable. She taught me that sometimes the trash takes itself out. You just have to be willing to open the door. I opened it. I walked through. Thanks for watching.